What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. So, as you guys know, the upgrade rush has slowly but surely become one of my most legendary strategies of all time. We started this a couple months ago already based on a viewer suggestion. Then we did 10 more videos on it and on 10 different versions, including a freaking triple forge video, which was epic. And today we're going to basically be doing a massive celebration of the upgrade rush, and I'm going to be doing every single version in one video. So obviously we are going to start with the classic Terran bio. Now the most classic is Terran versus Protoss bio, but you know, I'm playing on the ladder. Got a Grandmaster Zerg as my opponent, so we're going to do it in TVZ, but that's okay. Now, how do I want to do this in TVZ? That is the question. I actually saw Maru do something that was not really an upgrade rush, but I did like it. What he did is he basically played similar to my TVP build, which is to go for Barracks Factory double eBay. In TV, well, I did it in 2v2 against Protoss Zerg, I believe. Now, it wasn't as fast as I would make it, but what I did like is just the idea of also doing it on 2 base against Zerg, right? That could be pretty nice. Now, can I afford that? I think there's actually a pretty decent chance that I can go double engineering bay before factory against Zerg, which I know sounds ludicrous, right? But I feel like I can... Okay, so I'm gonna go reactor first, skip the Reaper as well, so that saves me 50 gas, skip the factory, or well, I might make it later, of course. That's gonna skip me, or save me another 100 gas. I think I could actually play Command Center double eBay Command Center, which I don't think is a build I've ever tried before. I feel like I would remember it if this is the way I did it in, you know, the last time I did this in TVZ, but I'm pretty sure I haven't actually done this before, and I'm pretty sure, you know, not a Grandmaster has done this before, so this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be like a 230 double eBay or so. I guess I would need 2 Marines at least, right? Oh, this guy's... Oh, that's a pretty nice start, actually, for me, because I'm playing Reactor first. That is probably a link flood, actually. That is not ideal. I wanted this to be a regular, you know, 6 to 8 Zergling attack or whatever. I think we might be able to save it. Now, obviously, I'm still going to go for the double engineering bay, because I wouldn't be me. Otherwise, 220 double engineering bay it is instead. So he's going to attack me with a random amount of speedlings, and I need to make the decision whether I can defend my natural from it or not. I am very tempted to say yes, I can. I think it's going to be 8 Zerglings, probably. Could be 6. I don't think it's going to be more than that, though it also could. I mean, if this command center gets up, we're already fine by default. Now I'm going to start my 1-1 already. Okay, he's not going to try to... That's weird. I think maybe he thought I built a Reaper and kept it at home. Let me explain this to you guys real quick. So, normally what you do is the Overlords are somewhere around here, right? You see the Reaper leave... You go in after the Reaper leaves. Okay, very simply. Now, he never saw my Reaper leave, so I think he might have been too afraid to actually go in with his Zerglings before they got speed, because he thought a Reaper would be there. And then he didn't actually get the cancel in time. Yeah, I feel like we can go to the low ground. I mean, I know it's a little crazy, because if he has 20 speedlings, we're going to be in trouble. But I just don't think that he actually made that many. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of making more Marines all the time, I'm going to make 1 bunker. Then I'm going to stop making Marine. I could stop now as well. I think I should. It's risky. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to cancel those Marines. Then I'm going to be able to get my 3rd CC faster. We are still completely on track for the inhumanly fast upgrades, right? Because I'm going to be able to get an armory right after this factory. Double gases after that. But it's working so perfect. How did... I don't know. It's like, I haven't done this for a while. It's been a while since we did the upgrade rushes. And it still just works perfectly. Like, I don't know. I feel like everything... The cost of the engineering base, the cost of the barracks... Everything is just built for me to do upgrade rushes. Like, the builds keep working out so perfectly when it comes to the resources. It's just kind of absurd at this point. Okay. Second barracks over here. Obviously, if we're going to play against an all-in, we would be in trouble. Though... I do think we have pretty much the perfect opponent built for what we're doing, because I wanted to play reactor first anyway, right? Like, that's just ideal. It's really good at defending cheeses, that's why I liked it. With a Reaper, this would have been more difficult. But because he played like that, I think it's very unlikely he does a follow-up all-in. Because if you do an all-in, you kind of want to make sure that your setup before the all-in is perfect, if that makes sense, right? So you don't want to do any kind of little pressure. Like, you just want to drone up, ideally not make a single unit, and then do the all-in, so it hits as hard as possible. So it's very unlikely he would do it now. I think that was a pre-5 minute 2-2, by the way, guys. Pre-5 minute 2-2. Judging by the supply right now and everything, I think we are heading towards a 3-3 timing attack instead of 2-2. Because we're not going to have a super high amount of supply at 2-2, I believe. It's going to be like 140 seconds. Actually, 100 seconds more only. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have, I don't know, maybe 90 supply by that point. That's actually insane, by the way. 2-2 before, like, 90 supply, might even be less than that, is just crazy talk. Absolutely crazy talk. And I think, since I'm going to make mostly Marines, similar to the Triple Forge episode, I can actually afford it with just 4 gases as well. Triple Forge was only 2 gas, of course, for the people that remember, but I think we can afford this with just 2 gases. 3-3 is going to be 400 gas, I believe, right? Medevacs. Actually, I could make... Yeah, I should make mines, right? I was wondering if maybe I could go for Hellbats, but the thing is, mines are the best without upgrades for those. I'm not going to have upgrades for my mines, so I think it makes the most sense to build those. I guess armor matters a little bit on mines, but also not really, right? Hey, I should have actually walled this off. That would have been a very cool way to play this, for sure. And we're going to still do that anyway. Here we go. So we're going to have probably 3-3 around the time we're maxed. I think that is my prediction. That means that if my opponent did not get fast upgrades, he could not even be on 2-2 yet. It is possible. Now, I think for the way I'm playing, I'm probably going to need some Marauders. And judging by the gas, I'm going to be able to afford it anyway. So that is nice. Do I want to move out? Honestly, I don't. My opponent should have way more supply than me right now, even after that start, right? Because he's, you know, not playing 2-minute 20 double evolution chamber. I assume. Maybe he is. Not sure if my influence has spread to the Zerg Kingdom as well. But let's see. 2-2 or 3-3 rather. It's going to start perfectly in time. There we go. 7 minute 3-3 on the way. That is absolutely disgusting. Now we did get 100 supply. Where did I kill? Oh, it's an Overseer. I was wondering, what am I shooting that is still alive? I wonder if he's going to realize that I have 2-2, by the way. Like, I don't think he's going to click on it. It would be so crazy to see that I have 2-2 right now. Now, since we have started our upgrades, what we can now do is we can go up to a lot of barracks. I could play this as a 3-base all-in, actually. Like, I'm actually going to do that. I think that's cool. I'm going to go up to 10 barracks. And then I'm just going to try to kill him with inhuman upgrades, basically. That's the idea. You guys can go over here. That is nice. I have 62 SCVs, right? Yeah, I have 62 SCVs. Since someone always asks when I say that, you can just hover your mouse over the top right over here and see how many SCVs and worker supply you have. Now, he has 1-0 right now, and I have started my 3-3 already. Yeah, this is going to be nasty, guys. Absolutely nasty. I'm going to wall this off. He's playing Lingbane. The thing that I'm most afraid of seeing this is Ultralisks, actually. If you went for fast Ultras, which is not unlikely, to be honest, that could be a little bit scary. I'm going to go for a scan in the main base. Oh, that was not the right base to scan, sadly. That's not where his hive was at. It's going to be over here. That's going to make this a little bit annoying. Okay, this is really just a scouting mission for now. Let's see, how are the upgrades lining up? Yeah, I am going to be roughly maxed around the same time as 3-3, which is crazy. I think... Oh, it's actually Mutas. Okay, I don't mind that much, actually. I think that is pretty nice, even. Like, keep in mind, my upgrades are insane, so even this little skirmish here against Mutas is going to be... Look at that, 2 Mutas. They just die instantly. It's freaking insane. Okay, probably should have dipped a little bit faster here, but I think it's still fine, though. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can get another Muta with my insane upgrades. Oh, yeah, we do get another one. Perfect. Okay, very, very nice. Now, I do wonder how I'm going to be using my Widow Mines. Because, like, I kind of want to brute force and get in there, right? And split my army a little bit. I think it's time to move out already, to be honest, because 3-3 is about to hit. Okay, this is going to be one of the crazier Terran engagements you guys will have seen, because I'm just going to go straight through the middle. I'm going to have insane upgrades. He might counterattack, actually, which probably would be good for me, depending on my skill level. I could totally mess that up. So we'll see. 3-3 is really close to finishing. Obviously, don't want to fully fight before that is finished. So I'm going to split pretty far back for now. Marauders are also going to be so tanky, by the way. Like, insanely tanky. 3-3 is finished exactly now. Look at that. The 3-3 just kicked in. I think my units are not really going to die here, to be honest. Was that it? Did I... Did I kill everything already? There's absolutely no way, right? I mean, I know I have 3-3. It's still 0-1. He has 0-1 against 3-3, guys. That is so disgusting. I mean, to be honest, if I split, I think he literally cannot kill me. Like, okay, his upgrades just finished. He has 2-1. I think he actually literally cannot kill me. Like, the upgrades are just too good. I need to click my Marauders forward, that is for sure. I don't have that many Marines because I made a million tech labs. That is maybe not the best choice ever, to be honest, but it is what it is. Okay, then we just click all the Marines back. Look at this. The Banelings are just... These Marauders are not dying. The Marines are killing the Banelings instantly. GG is called. And that was just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like, was he maxed? Or like... I feel like maybe... Actually, his supply was the same as mine. Okay, he morphed a lot of Banelings. It's... Can you believe that? How is that 180 against 190 supply what we just witnessed? Like, did I even lose anything? Like, I have no idea. In this fight, I mean, you guys are gonna have to slow that down if you want to see it. I think I probably lost about 1,000 resources for 4,000, and all of a sudden he's just dead. Okay. Well, I think I have found your next TVZ build for the ladder. This was an absolutely fantastic warm-up game. The first time I did it like this, CC, double eBay CC, but this timing is absolutely nuts. I do think if he went for Ultralisks, maybe it could have been a bit more difficult. Like, the Mutels, they just don't really add that much against super fast 3-3 bio. His best option would have actually been to counterattack, by the way, because I was indeed going for that all-in, but wow. What a game to start it off with. One of my most satisfying upgrade rushes ever. A new one. I'm telling you guys, it just always freaking works. Let's go to game number 2. Okay, game number 2 is going to be the upgrade rush with Protoss. Now, we're not quite going to do the triple forge yet. We're going to save that one for a little bit later today. First, we are going to go for the regular double forge opening here. Now, against Zerg, this could be a little tricky, actually. I think I do have to hide it for sure. I don't remember exactly how I did my triple forge builds the first time, or double forge rather. The triple forge I do remember, actually, funnily enough. It was 2 gate. I mean, it was very memorable. It was just amazing. It was a double gate opening, barely make units, go for a Twilight first, I believe, get charge, and then you just make triple forge. You can afford everything from 2 gases. It was absolutely beautiful. Double forge is a little bit more tricky somehow. Because I feel like the build order is somehow more complicated. I don't know if that makes sense, but the triple forge one is so straightforward that I don't really have to think about it. But the double forge one, I actually do have to think about it. I think I do have to hide it against Zerg, by the way. I think against Terran, you wouldn't have to hide it. Against Zerg and Protoss, you definitely have to hide it. The problem with playing greedy against Zerg usually is if they scout it, which there's a good chance they do, then they can just play super greedy and you can't do anything about it. Like, they're gonna have 80 drones where you have 45 workers, and it's very unpleasant to say the least. Last game, if he realized what I was doing earlier, that could have been a big problem as well. But he didn't, so then it was not a problem at all. But I do think I have to pretty much build them like I built them in the last game, where I build them like in the back of my base somewhere. I can go for a Stalker first. I do like Adept Aggression, though. I think I could go Stalker. I could go either Adept Stalker or Adept Stalker. The reason why I'm a little bit afraid is because sometimes what Zerg players do is they'll make 4 links at the start. That's normal, right? But then they send a couple of them around, and if you don't have a unit in the wall, the links are going to run in, and that would pretty much ruin my entire plan, because he would scout it. So that is not great. I think I'll go for 1 Adept. If I don't see any links, I might make another one. I think that is how I'm going to do this. Also, I can definitely not play Stargate with this. Absolutely no chance. I hate that he's flying over here, because if I went for... Oh, that's so annoying. If I went for Stalker first, I could have punished that, but I didn't want to make the switch all of a sudden. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go Adept and then Stalker. That's the idea. Okay. Now, I'm not going to make the double forge yet, mostly because I'm a little bit afraid. Let's see where that Overlord is going. Adept should be able to get those links of the probes back. Okay, I don't see the Overlord, so I think I can actually do it. Now, the links could also try the scouting combination with the Overlord, and then we're going to be in a bit of trouble, right? So we'll see. I'm even going to make a sentry, I think. How about that? We'll even go for a sentry. Okay, we found the Overlord. That's nice. Maybe this is... Oh, this is really nice and distracting. Look at this. Oh, wait, I'm so dumb, actually. I forgot to cancel it. It was going to be so nice that I forgot to cancel it because my Stalker was shooting the Overlord at the same time. Is it... I think I should totally go for that kill, right? Yeah, I should. Okay, okay, that was my brain goofed a little bit there. That was not my best moment ever. Okay, link speed is about to finish, so let's make sure that I'm quick. Okay, kill this and we go back. There we go. He's probably surprised that I came out to kill that. And then we go double forge. Or double upgrades on the double forge. And then I'm gonna go for the Twilight Council as a follow-up. Now, I do think I need to make my third base relatively soon, else it's gonna feel very obvious that I'm... Actually, that is not entirely true, you know? You know what? I'm gonna do the other thing. I'm gonna fake a third gas instead. Because I was gonna say, if someone sits on 2 bases like this, you haven't seen a Void Ray or an Oracle, you might actually think that this is 2-base Tempest. Or 2-base Carrier even, which for some reason is a build... I run into that when I play Zerg. It's pretty annoying actually, but I do. That is a build that people do on the ladder. So maybe this is like an extra layer of mind game. And I feel like now I should probably be able to take that. I'm gonna warp in 2 Adepts for that. I'm gonna bring my Stalker as well, actually, should be okay. I'm gonna take that base. He is... Yeah, exactly. He was checking for the third base. Now he sees it. He sees that I barely have any units, of course. I've got to make sure that I'm a little careful with these. And then we're just going to chrono boost my stuff like crazy. And I'm going to go for the Templar Archives over here. So the idea is that I'm going to play Zealot Immortal Archon. And he is most likely going to go for a fast lair to counter my supposed carriers. Actually, I ended up mining from that gas, which is funny. I didn't mine it on purpose, but it makes sense to mine it now because my mineral line is saturated anyway. Okay, so he sees a fake Phoenix. Let's see. He's making extra queens. There is a Spore as well. Oh, I didn't get to see the lair, unfortunately. That would have been a very nice catch. Okay, let's see. There's a couple units out here. Shouldn't be a problem, to be honest. Should be totally fine here. I did get a couple of... Yeah, well, no, I'll just make more Zealots. I think it's fine. Yeah, Adepts would have been nice as well, but I think I'm just gonna go for the Zealots over here. Oh, wait. He could have realized that I had the upgrades because my units died very slowly there, to be honest. Like, my units died way slower than they should. I wonder if he paid attention to that. Okay. Oh, I didn't get the Robo yet. I wanted to make a Robo. That was the play. Robo, 2-2. Gonna make 1 Archon, I guess. I could fake, like, a little move out as well. That wouldn't be so bad. Okay, let's go for 1 Archon over here. This homie is chilling. Yeah, Robo is down. I think maybe even 10 gateways, actually. I was gonna go for 8. But maybe even 10 gateways, to be honest. That doesn't sound bad. Here, let's go for the 10. Okay. And then I'm gonna move out with 1 Archon because I'm an absolute psychopath. That is the only reason for that. He's fighting my 2 Zealots, probably because he didn't know they had, you know, 1-1 beforehand. And this looks like a pretty nice setup. What are we afraid of, guys? We are afraid of Mutalisks for sure. So I might actually have to kind of hit a timing over. This is so weird. Like, if he has a couple of roaches, this is incredibly dumb. This is such a funny move. Okay, let's keep the sentry over here since he's still running around my base. Probably go for a 4th Nexus, actually, behind this. I mean, this build so far actually feels pretty nice. Not gonna lie. It does definitely feel pretty nice. Could go for another gas as well. He really shouldn't be making Mutas still, because I've been, you know, in his face with my units. If he's still going Mutas, he's kind of insane. But, well, yeah. Can I really say anything, right? Let's see. That's a pretty late bait. Oh, so it is roaches. Okay, there you go. That's nice. That's pretty much what I wanted to force. I don't know if I actually forced a particular response, or if he already had that many, right? It's kind of hard to say. I'm going to have my 2-2 soon, which is going to make my army incredibly strong. I'll probably roam around with my units a little bit, just to kind of, you know, get a little bit of map vision and whatnot. I should probably go for my 3-3, right? Or I think I should go for a 3-3. Yeah, right away. Here we go. Because I don't think I can actually kill him with this. I'm more just kind of roaming the map and seeing what I can do. Should probably have roaches ready for that. Exactly, that's what I expected. And now what he's doing... Yeah, okay, he doesn't have workers either. Okay, well, I think our strategy is actually working perfectly here, guys. Because he does not have workers on that 3rd base. Yeah, he's gonna go for a big attack. Exactly, okay. 3-3 is not gonna finish though. What? How is that in range? Who invented spore crawlers? What the heck is this? Okay, here we go. You guys go in there. I'm chrono boosting my units like crazy. Actually, you could get some nice force fields over here. That would be pretty decent. Let's get these guys back for now. Yeah, my upgrades are so good that my zealots are actually really strong against these units, which is normally not really the case. Roaches are good against zealots, but like my upgrades are just nuts. Absolutely bonkers over here. Okay. Let's make sure that I make enough units to survive at home as well, of course. Like, especially these Archons are going to be so strong. Okay, a couple of splitties over here. Immortal still alive. These Zealots are tanking so much. Can I pull this back in time? Barely not. Okay, now we back off. That's when we pull the workers. Get a little bit of a warp in going as well. As long as I'm still warping in his main, or attacking in his main base, by the way. Here we go. Got a second Immortal showing up. These Immortals doing so much freaking work. Look at that Archon, by the way. 1 HP, but it's absolutely popping off. Here, I don't know even where... Oh, he biled the Archon. That was already pretty much dead anyway. We micro this one. The Zealots are still fighting? How strong are those? What on earth? That is actually crazy, though. How are they still alive? That is this guy. I love upgrades. Why are upgrades so good, man? I didn't even realize this base was mining for most of it, too. Let's get another Archon, because the Archon did quite well for me. And now I think it's a pretty decent time. Yeah, exactly. A very decent time to chill here. Could warp in a couple more units in his main base instead. Is a really nice idea. And look at these the Zerglings are so bad against the freaking Zealots. Because the upgrades are just insane. There we go. We got another couple links in there. It's going to be very, very distracting for him. In fact, I'm going to move over this prism a little bit. I don't really care about this base too much, if I'm honest. I think I really just want to slowly get more Immortals, get my 3-3 out and stuff, you know. And I do want to make sure to not... Oh, there's one link there that was blocking me. That was a... I don't know if you guys saw that one link. That one link was actually pretty brutal for me. Here we go. And then we pull this one back. The Immortal... A 3-3 finish, by the way, guys. Which means my Zealots and his base are ravaging absolutely everything. And he can't really do much about it. Now I got a couple more Zealots warping in here together with that Immortal. This one might actually save it. I'm going to make one battery just for that Immortal alone. Let's see. Okay, the Immortal from the side. He's going to have to chase it, but that's going to mean he's going to take more damage. These Zealots are just inhuman. Actually inhuman Zealots. Okay, maybe I can do a little bit of a block here. Barely not, but it still worked out fine. I still have my worker line saturated. No GG is called. And the Zerg has been obliterated. Wow. This was cool. This was really, really, really cool. I don't know if my strategy of going Zealot, Immortal, Archon was the best. I think double Robo also could have been pretty nice. I mean, I want to see those Zealots in the main base mostly. I think it was about here, right? Let's see what those Zealots in the main... We're down 60 supply here, by the way. Okay? We're down 60 supply, and it's not like we have the Protoss Armada, we have Carriers, or even Immortal Archon. No, we have 1 Immortal and 2 Archons being down 60 supply, and all we have is a couple Zealots. Now, let's see what these guys did, because these guys went absolutely ham. I think I warped in a couple more, right? So this is the first wave. I remember, I watched this. I remember this. Okay, so this was the first wave. A little bit of mismicro with me there. And this is the second golden wave. Okay, let's see what these Zealots managed to do. First of all, these Zealots were still alive, the initial wave. These Zealots absolutely crushing the roaches like ants. Then they're going to chase down this roach while this Zealot's just hacking away. Oh, dude, wait, plus 3 Zealots, 2-shot drones. I just realized that. Now, these all have to run away. These drones are getting absolutely sliced and diced. As you can see, he has 5 workers left, 6 workers left on this. Then the Zealots are also going to kill these roaches. They're also going to kill these roaches. And then, well, the queens do have transfuses, so depending on how much he was paying attention, because he was also fighting over here, they kill the roach, they kill the queen, another roach falls. Like, these Zealots are absolutely insane. 5 kills, 4, 5, 1, 3. It's about 20 kills on those Zealots combined. More roaches gonna die. Another dude, these Zealots were so insane. What a beautiful freaking build, man. I think I will genuinely never get tired of upgrade rushes because it's just so crazy. 60 supply down, only Zealots against mass roaches. That is an absolutely illegal victory. Let's go to game number 3. Game number 3 is going to be the Zerg upgrade rush, but we are also playing against the Zerg, so that is once again going to make this a little more complicated. I mean, so far it's been okay. Last game, I think we got away with the double forge very nicely. First game was optimal. It's just, it's always a little scary to do it, you know? So it always feels tricky, even if it goes your way. Now, in ZVZ, this is definitely going to be the hardest one we've had to do so far. Because ZVZ is just a very cheesy matchup, and it's kind of hard to, you know, get away with anything. And for me, someone who's not a Zerg expert, it's hard to get away with taking an expansion, to be honest. Like, it's really not simple. I'm gonna go for a 2-base build, I think. I feel like if I do anything else, it's gonna be just a little bit too hard to survive. So instead of going for the more typical 2 base, 1 evo. Like if you go 2 base lair, it's usually 1 evo, roach warren, or spire. By the way, if you want to see a very safe Zerg build that you can use in every single matchup, try out the Patreon. Also uploaded a nice PvP build that is kind of a fast upgrade rush build, but it's also more normal, very, very solid. And next video I'm going to upload on the Patreon is going to be how to play with random teammates in 2v2. If you want to learn how to get better at StarCraft or just support me and StarCraft 2, check out the Patreon. Let's see. I think we're going to have to go for... I don't know if I can go for a fast lair, actually. I might legit have to go for just upgrades first, which would fit. But I also think it might be better, funnily enough. Why am I rallying my drones like an idiot? My bad. That's like the 4th drone that I rallied by accident. There we go. Let's get that guy back at home. And then... I mean, I guess there's nothing too interesting to scout. I mean, there's 1 ramp here for the entire base. He can't leave here with drones, but not with links, right? So... I feel like we should be relatively comfortable. That is a normal hatchery, of course. Where do I even put my... I guess I could put my overlord over here. Oh, wait, that is a build that Zergs do on this map. So, this back base is weak. Okay, so it's not even something that I was really considering. The reason it's weak is because it has fewer patches and 1 gas. But in ZVZ, I think you can actually take it. And it would fit my build pretty well. I should have done my build slightly different, actually. I feel like I could have done a build that fits this specific strategy a little better for sure. Now, do I want to hit a 2-2 attack or a 1-1 attack? Or how do I want to do this? I really don't know yet, to be honest. I think I'll go for an Evo first. So at least so I... Oh, wait, this guy's doing the new build. Oh, I want to try this, by the way. This is going to be a completely different video if I actually end up doing this. But I have seen a lot of Zergs play like this. I don't know who started this, but it's become very popular. That Zergs actually started playing ZVZ kind of like you play in Brood War. Like you get the macro hatch in the wall and stuff. I know you don't do that in ZVZ, but you do it in Brood War in general. So that is pretty cool to run into right now. I guess, I don't know what he's gonna do behind it. I guess we will see. He doesn't actually have the base yet, which honestly scares me a little bit. You know what? I think I can full wall this. I think that's actually a good option here, because I can kill these rocks. I should probably get an overlord over there, so I'm not gonna get surprised. Oh wait, I should actually check out his rocks, of course, before he manages to sneak out without me seeing it. Now, this build I'm doing is really not optimal here, because I realized a bit too late that I wanted to go for this hatchery. Now, can I... Oh, I need to know how many drones he's building. Dude, for a second I thought this thing was scouting me. Tell me that doesn't look like a drone running into your wall or something. Okay, we just keep building. I go for a lair. I do think I need a 3rd gas for this build. Oh, if he plays Mutas, that would be problematic. But so far, every time I see someone play like that, it hasn't been Mutas. So that makes me think that I probably don't have to. Let's see, a couple more drones on the way there. And then the next ones can all go over here. Let's get a queen for this base as well. Yeah, I mean, if it is Mutas, we would be in a bit of trouble, I guess, huh? I mean, I can make an overseer with this lair. Okay, I have 45 drones. I should probably start making roaches now, I guess. Because otherwise, like, unless he took this base without me seeing it, which is possible, to be honest, because I don't always pay attention. Like, he can't actually mine with more drones than that. So, yeah, because he didn't take the in-base yet, right? I mean, maybe he took it by now. Let's give it another check, because the rocks are still safe and sound. Now, I have my 1-1 finished almost. Yeah, this is going to be a big attack, indeed, as I expected. I am actually, funnily enough, I am going to have a 1-1 ready. I'm going to make 1 Ravager, actually. Maybe that would help. It's going to be kind of funny. I think my 1-1 is going to finish in time, which is great. I mean, I'm making units like crazy, but I probably shouldn't be able to defend this, having played super fast double upgrades. Making a lot of links, too. Okay. He's probably a little surprised by the fact that I have a full wall. I mean, it does look a little dumb, to be honest. Okay. Oh, he has Banix as well. Yeah, this is going to be a tough hold for sure, guys. It's going to be a very, very tough hold. Let's see if I can actually do it. We got a couple of units coming in. I mean, the 1-1 is going to help so much. Like, legitimately so much. He actually doesn't have that many units left. Are my 1-1 units that good? I'm going to have to pull the drones here. I mean, the drones also have 1 armor. Keep that in mind, guys. The drones have 1 armor. I'm going to be able to surround his drones. Holy cow! We actually defended this so freaking well. How strong are my units? Isn't that insane? I mean, I think I can just rebuild this, actually. I think it's probably the right way to go about it. I just rebuild that. I'm gonna make an overseer, because I don't know what the follow-up to this is, usually. I need some more gases, just so I can make my freaking upgrades, because I want to, you know... I don't stop at 1-1. That's not my jam. He's gonna try again. He's gonna see that I full walled again, and he's not gonna be happy. I did make the roach warren here. I think I still want to finish that one, though. I'm actually just gonna keep making drones. Oh, I have another gas here that I should take, of course. I thought I was on... I thought I was on 3 gases already, actually. Wait, that actually confused the heck out of me. My brain just exploded a little bit. Okay, I am... Oh, man. No, I'm not gonna cancel it. Okay. Yeah, the reason... Oh, I flew this all the way back. I'm so excited by what's happening that I started, like, making some beauty errors here and there, but that's okay. He's still there with a bunch of units. I mean, I'm just gonna make 2-2 and roach speed and just run across the map and probably just kill him. I mean, if he can defend this, I would be very, very, very surprised. What I'm gonna do now is I think it's a good time to kill these rocks, actually. I'm gonna go through the rocks. I wish I would have not clicked that overseer back, because then I would have been able to know if it's like mutas already or something like that, right? Okay, it's really not that much that he's going across with. He does have a lair. Okay, he sees I'm killing this now. Let's see, is there a spire to be seen? There's no spire. Wait, he does have a spire. I'm just gonna make it... There's 5... Okay, so he thought I was just gonna counter all in him, I think. That is so funny. I think he just 100% thought that I was gonna counter all in him. Wait. Guys, I think this guy might have mind-gamed himself into literal oblivion. Let me tell you guys what I think happened. I think he might have forgotten about this back base, to be honest. I think there's legitimately a chance he forgot about that back base. Also... I'm making a spire. The reason why I'm building a spire, you guys might be surprised by that, is very simply that I'm gonna have 2 more gases than him, so I can just make more stuff. But I'm not even sure if I want to use it yet, to be honest. First, I'm just gonna make a ton of hydras, because I'm gonna get 2-2. And then I'm gonna hit him all at once. Where did my queens go? Probably changing that thing, exactly. I'm gonna hit him all at once through the rocks. That is the plan that I'm gonna go for. I do want to saturate this base, of course. Probably could have made another queen for that, actually. That would have been pretty nice. Okay, let's put that one over here. I'm actually gonna... Maybe I can click these around already, just attack the rocks. I mean, it's just a small thing. I'm gonna make another spore over here. Yeah, I think my hydroden was actually fast enough that I didn't need the spire at all. But it's okay. I mean, it's... Maybe I can use it later for some kind of psycho strategy, though. Who knows, right? I am me after all, guys. There's always something you can do with your buildings if you're creative enough, okay? Trust me. Source, trust me, bro. In this case, the trust me, bro actually kind of works. Okay. I could also go for a Nidus. Wouldn't be that crazy, you know? Let's go for a Nidus as well. My 2-2 upgrades are freaking finished, by the way, which is just insane. I don't really have enough hydras yet to move across, to be honest, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because why the heck not? Okay, let's see. Oh, he found my extra... he found my hidden set of zerglings. That's funny. Gonna keep 3 roaches at home. I think that should be okay. And these hydras are much, much, much stronger than what he's expecting, because I have 2-2, and he hasn't been in this situation before, where he has unupgraded mutas against 2-2 hydras. Now, I can't start my 3-3. I would have to go for the... infestation pit for that. Now, it kind of looks like he might be going for a counterattack. Let's see. Oh, he's still chilling over here. Okay, I mean, my units are so freaking strong. I think I can legitimately attack into this, which sounds ridiculous, but... I mean, he doesn't have upgrades on anything, and I have 2-2. Look how strong these hydras are! Like, even the spines don't feel like they're dealing damage. Yeah, he's gonna try to attack in the back, but the units are just too strong. The upgrades, man. I feel like upgrades make StarCraft so much easier, because it's just like, you can take so many more fun. Look at this! These mutas, normally they would be pretty good against the hydras. Did they kill one? I don't know if they killed one, honestly. Like, it's just disgusting. What a beautiful freaking strategy, man. This strategy really is 100% in the absolute uThermal Hall of Fame. There is just no way around. Look at this. A mirror matchup, guys. A ZVZ. 3.3k units lost against 10.7k. I didn't even know how my units were so strong that I was able to hold here. The +1 armor and the +1... By the way, let me actually explain this to you guys, in case you guys think it didn't matter that much. These upgrades were so inhumanly overpowered here for 2 main reasons. So, first of all... Oh, this was actually after the attack was faster than I realized, actually. It was a very fast attack. First of all, if you have +1 attack on your roaches, really, really important, you 2-shot links instead of 1. Or, sorry, instead of 3. 2-shot links instead of 3. And the +1 armor matters so much for every single attack from the links. And that is not even talking about how much better my roaches are going to be against the roaches. And look at how perfect it was. My +1 attack was finished when I could shoot him. And my +1 armor finished when he started being able to attack me. This was actually one of the most disgusting holds ever. And I think, I'm not going to sell you guys that this is going to be some kind of amazing build on every map. But on this map, this build might actually be freaking insane. I had 9 more drones too. 9 more drones, double upgrades. Lair was finished. He didn't even have a lair yet. This was honestly the most disgusting ZVZ victory I've ever had, I think. Let's go to game number 4. Okay, game 4 is going to be against a Barcode Protoss, and we're going to be doing the mech upgrade rush. Now, this is, I think, somehow the best matchup for this challenge, because... Actually, I mean, I would like to do it against Zerg too, but against Protoss, I have a very specific strategy that I really like. And that's what I want to execute here. And it is going to be the super fast armory masked Thor build, which I believe is actually pretty decent. I had a stream. Obviously, wins and losses can be coincidences, right? It's not always about the strat or, you know, about the skill even. Like, sometimes you just win or you lose for whatever reason. But in this stream, I beat Shameless, who is one of the best up-and-coming Protoss players in Europe with this build. And I also beat... I know it was another 6k plus Protoss player with this strategy. I don't remember who it was, though. But Shameless in particular was very memorable. Because Shameless, for example, recently I've seen him beat Classic, who might be the best Protoss player in the world. I've seen him beat Cure, who's one of the best Terrans. Like, he's crazy. And we actually kind of owned him with this strategy. So that made me believe in this strategy a lot. Now, I don't remember if we played Double Gas or if we played Reaper Expand or whatever the start to the build was. I really just remember the main premise of the build, which is also just the most important. It's going to be, we make a fast armory, we get fast armor upgrades, and then we just hit with Mass Thor Marine. Ideally, you play Mass Thor Marine Banshee. And in that case, the Banshees also benefit from the armor upgrades, which is nice, right? Like, if you play... for example, attack upgrades, you would need air and ground attack upgrades for that effect. But if you're going to make armor, it actually counts for both the Thors and the Banshees, which is very, very nice. Something tells me we can't really afford the Banshees with this build. Okay, I was going to say, does that even block? That's actually very close. I feel like maybe if I moved the SCV, I could have built it or something. Like, the probe didn't look like it was in the way. But that also doesn't really make sense, because I should be able to... Wait, why is he coming back? Okay, that's very brave, wasn't it? 1 HP probe? I kind of want to find it now. But I also don't want to be silly. Nah, I'm just going to go across. I don't want to get baited by trying to find a probe. But it's going to take me another eon to find, you know? Doesn't sound like the best idea. Now, the start is going to be the most difficult for sure. Because we have to survive. Also, no idea how strong my opponent is here, by the way. Because he's playing on an unranked barcode. Might have an adept up there already. No adept. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, almost 2 probes. Okay, we should be able to get away with this guy. Oh, he's even going to cancel it. Okay, I think he was expecting a juke there. But I wasn't sure if this was a Reaper Cliff, so I didn't want to risk it. Is that a Reaper Cliff? I feel like it should be. Sometimes it's really hard to tell if there's like there's plants and stuff here, you know? So I can't actually tell if I can jump up there. That's probably what he was expecting, but... Okay, so now he has a second unit out or almost out. Otherwise, he wouldn't be over here. And make a starport. Oh! Oh, that was just a little bit too late as well. Unfortunate. It is what it is. Now, I didn't get to scout his tech, but I'm also not really gonna do anything special, so that should be fine. Can I save this one? Probably barely not, right? No, barely not. Might be able to take down this adept. I want to say probably not. If he gets close, we can actually, because the Marines are gonna pop, yeah. Nice, okay, that's good. 1 for 1, I guess. We both lost an early unit. I think mine may be a little more meaningful, because I didn't scout the tech, so that is a bit unfortunate. Now, I do need to get the armory out already. I was gonna go for Banshee Cloak, but I guess that's gonna delay my upgrade rush a little bit too much, right? So I'll probably just... I'll make a Banshee. Just forget about Cloak for a while, then at some point when I can afford it, I'll get Cloak. That is the plan. A little bit of a lag spike here. Hopefully not me. Oh, it is indeed not me. Actually, I kind of would have preferred if it was me, because my lag spikes are very short. And if the opponent disconnects, that ruins the entire game, but okay. It's all good. Now maybe I can scout. Okay, there's no third base over here. That is a bunch of Stalkers that he's warping in. I'm going to cancel an SCV so I can make a tank. And then I'm already going to start on my next gas. Ideally, I get a third CC out before that, but it's... I just don't think I can afford it all, to be honest. Now, this is not the best map for Blink Stalkers, so that is beneficial for me. Let's keep walling this off. Let's see if he moved out already. He's still at home. Okay. I mean, it really is looking. Let's get the armor upgrade as fast as we can. This is why it's risky, by the way. You can tell, like, I can't afford my units right now. I'm actually even gonna cancel Cloak here. I think Cloak just is not smart to get. Get the third gas over here. Probably engineering bay as well for the wall off. I think that makes sense. And then we try to get a rescout. Okay, so Stalkers are moving out. No third over here. Stalker's still at home, actually. You always keep a little bit of vision for a couple seconds, and he is probably aware of that, so he could mind game me there. But I guess we'll see. Now, I could technically play Banshees without the Cloak, because you actually want them more for DPS than for the Cloak. Let's see. Very suspicious, isn't it, guys? Very, very suspicious. I feel like this could be something weird as well. I feel like this doesn't necessarily have to be 4-gate Blink. I feel like it could be something weird. Now, this Banshee is really annoying for him. I don't know if he has an Observer. Actually, I can probably kill this Pylon, I think. Can I? Maybe with, like... You have to make sure that you don't accelerate forward, but it's a little bit tricky sometimes. You know what? I'm gonna go for triple factory before third. Yeah, I can kill the Pylon. That's so nice. It's just one little thing, but it's really annoying. Now I got 3 tanks, and I think that means that I can, quote-unquote, safely start building Thors. And then we're gonna try to hit a +2 armor timing attack, I would say. I still need to make Marines and stuff as well. Yeah, I guess with this build, you just can't really afford everything, right? I mean, the armory and the Thors and everything is just too expensive, so you just straight up can't afford everything. Now, I'll be honest, I'm very surprised, or not surprised, I'm very confused by what my opponent's doing. I don't have a read on it. It's like, there was no third base being taken, there was a third gas, but he wasn't moving out at the same time. It's all a little bit weird for sure. I guess we'll see. Wait, maybe I could go for the link up of the century. That's probably a good idea. Let's try that. Okay, I'm gonna drop a depot because I don't want my Thors to be blocked. Look at this. We go for the link up. He probably has a battery over here. But then the double Banshee, baby. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. You can kill them through the battery. That's beautiful. That's a really cool move, actually. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have killed any probes. Now, we see that he's going for a Robo Bay, which is perfect news for us. Because Colossus are not good against Thors. We killed like about 8 probes there. Also started my +2 armor in the meantime. Now we do have to move out in time. Because if he gets Disruptors out, that could be another problem, right? I can't believe he's still trying to do something here. I mean, he's managing, to be honest. But it's it's such high effort for basically nothing. Let's see. Okay, so he has this third base now. I'm wondering if was it my Hellion? I think it was maybe my Hellion early on. If it just barely missed it. Because the way he's playing, it really wouldn't make sense if he didn't make the third base a little earlier. So I'm kind of thinking that my Hellion probably just missed it. I think that makes more sense. Okay, we go out here and take this base. Let's try to get every single worker that is oversaturated there. I always look for easy ways to say things, but if I can't find them, I'm just gonna have to use the literal way. Okay, his army's pretty big, to be honest. It's a little scary, I can't lie. It's definitely a little scary what I see there. I want him ideally to take the gases, okay? That's what I want. Now, honestly, at this point, maybe it's better if I don't attack yet. Like, just based on what he has, he's gonna be making a lot of zealots. Oh, dude. Oh no, it's because the freaking cloak thing. Yeah, okay. So observers, they cloak now. They uncloak if they go into the... Oh, that's a crazy blink if I've ever seen one. This is not the fight for him, I don't think. I mean, maybe it is. Like, my Thors are incredibly strong here. But my next couple Thors are a little bit late here, sadly. Should have maybe repaired the Thors instantly. I mean, my Thors are still barely gonna win out this fight, but it was very, very close, that is for sure. Got two more Thors showing up. Let me target down that prism if I can. Wow, okay. It's obviously pretty hard to tell who these fights are good for. Now, sadly for me, he did attack before +2 armor. So now we have been reset. I think we definitely don't have a choice anymore. I have to go for a later attack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start +3 armor. Let me try one tap that. There you go. I'm gonna start +3 armor. And we're just gonna have to make more Thors here. I feel like that fight... I should have pulled the SCVs earlier. I was a little bit overconfident there. That is my bad. I just... It just didn't feel like the right timing for him to attack somehow. And I still think it probably wasn't. I'm not quite sure if he's lagging every time so he can quickly check out like a guide on how to beat mass Thors or something. There we go. It keeps being like exactly a couple seconds as well. Okay, there's an Immortal there. He's probably going to be able to move that in time. Yeah, I don't have units fast enough. Okay, so the situation is that his eco is definitely better than ours. However, the +3 armor is actually going to be insane because my units are not going to take damage from Zealots. And Zealots are going to be his main tool against mech here. So it's going to be an interesting one. I don't know whether we are going to absolutely annihilate him or we're going to lose. It's genuinely, I can't tell right now. It's going to be a hard one. Okay, I have a... Oh, I thought I had a tank, but it's another Thor. That's actually better. Now, he could go for something like Disruptors. That would be the most problematic. I wouldn't mind Immortals that much, but Disruptors would be the biggest problem for sure. I hope he didn't see these Hellions. Looks like he didn't. That's nice. Okay, he's going to try again. I feel like we should be able to clean this fight out as well. Because the Thors, once again, +2 armor on these Thors, guys. It's just, it's insane against Zealots. Let's see if I can micro every single one. That would be beautiful. We are actually going to keep them alive, so that's nice. And now we pull the SCVs to repair off the backhand. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the armor upgrades against Zealots are so good that the Zealots are like... Normally they crush mech. Now it's pretty questionable, actually, you know? Whenever he engages, it doesn't look entirely convincing. Now, just to be honest here... I cannot read this guy. I normally have a pretty good grasp on when guys are going to attack and stuff. For me, his attacks feel completely random, which means that either they are completely random or I just can't grasp his pattern, which, you know, doesn't make a difference, but yeah, it makes it a little bit tricky. Now, what's annoying for me is that he did reset my, well, not even my Thor count that much, but just my army count a little bit before +3 armor. I wanted to hit a mega attack with +3 armor. It looks like he's just going to keep going. Okay, I mean... Then, actually, something that I can do is just make a couple of E-bays like this. I don't want to make a full wall, but I just want to have a decent wall, you know? Now, since he's attacking on that side, I can probably go ahead and take this base. So the way he's playing this is pretty much like a regular TVP, where you just get like an insane eco and just keep A-moving units into your opponent's army. You don't even really have to win the fight. Okay, yeah, so those E-bays are very scary for him. You could tell. That's the first time that he didn't just YOLO win because he saw the E-bays. Now, he does have a prism over here. So I do want to make sure to not get absolutely ravaged by that. Yeah, so his army is on this side. I feel like we should be okay here. Okay, let's see. Prism is over there. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay on this fight. Let's see if he wants to fight. The Blue Flame Hellions are... He's crazy trying to get those Blue Flame Hellions, that is for sure. Okay, look at these. These Hellions are insane as well. Yeah, these Hellions spawning are so crazy good. Look at that. So that army is going to get crushed. The army at the front gets crushed as well. We're going to lose a couple SCVs because the Thors are slow, of course, but that's okay. They're performing well for us so far, guys. No hate towards the Thors. Okay, so we have +3 armor, like I said. It could be a good timing for us to move out, actually. Do I have enough Hellions is the main question. He could try to YOLO the third base as well if he wants to. You do not want to fight this. I don't know if he realized that I have +3 freaking armor on these units. Like, he's going to lose so much. I think the Banshees are going to be able to chase everything down as well. Even these Hellbats here. Look at these Zealots. They're so freaking weak against the Thors. Now, I really want those Immortals, but I just don't quite have enough Banshees, sadly. Okay, my supply is still quite high. Every time he does reset us, we do have to back off and rebuild the army. So I just want to get maxed once. That's pretty much what I want. Now I have definitely too many SCVs here. I could tell that earlier. Okay. Now I don't think I actually need the attack upgrades. I don't think it really does that much. Okay. Let's make sure that we can kill that. I don't think he really wants to keep... Like, you can tell that he's really playing this in the classic Protoss style, right? Like, even though the fights are really not efficient at all, he's just trying to keep going. You know, he knows he has insane eco compared to me. That Thor is going to crush that, even without the attack upgrades. And I think our time to move out has come. Honestly, I think it's an SCV pull angle as well. It's... I'm still scared of Disruptors. I'm also kind of scared of Storm, actually, in the case of an SCV pull, which is what we're doing here. Maybe we can do like a little scan. Base trade would also not be pleasant. Really would not be pleasant. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. I mean, we can't do anything about it, honestly. It is what it is. Yeah, base trading is like our guy. He is playing this in a very weird way, but unfortunately for him, this time it did actually work out. Now, sadly for me, my Hellbats derped completely. I'm gonna lose everything I have at home. Maybe I can save a couple of these Thors on the high ground. That would be delicious. Let's see, my Thors are just gonna have to A move. Oh, why are you guys over here, man? That's not where I want you guys to be. Okay, my Hellbats are going to trade pretty efficiently against this, actually. He did make a couple of Disruptors. I'm going to have to fly all my buildings away right now. Let's see, a couple of Thors go over there. You guys go over here. You guys freaking sync up with the army, which is what I think I've told you to do 100 times already. Okay. Yeah, base trading is the #1 enemy of mech, by the way, as you can tell. You just can't really do much about it. Oh, I need an engineering bay, actually. Okay, let's try to kill this one really fast, and then we're going to kill this base. I mean, my army, I know it's not a lot of supply. It is incredibly strong. It is really, really, really strong. I just need to make sure that I get some detection up over here. Okay, so he's going to lose these probes really quickly. That is fantastic news. His upgrades are now 3-2, so he has definitely caught up a decent amount. I would expect DTs to come in pretty quickly, to be honest. So I'm going to make some turrets over here. Actually, make a command center here as well. I think that would be nice. And then we just... I see he has a Nexus on the right side. Okay. Is his army still at the front? It kind of looks like it. Let's see, how many Thors do I send into the main base? Probably this. That should be okay. I do need actually a couple more Hellbats at the front in case he, you know, jumps on me over there. I think that makes sense. Okay, so he has a bunch of... oh, no, I left the Thor behind. That is a little painful, actually. Okay, yeah, it is what it is. Now, he might attack me over here. Kind of looks like he is going to attack me over here, but I have... That is an absolutely insane blink. Oh, he's going to go for the turrets, I guess. That's what he wanted to do. I still... Yeah, he has DT over here. You can tell, but I have... No, he's gonna find it. That is so lucky. Oh, that is actually monstrously lucky. I can't lie. That is a crazy move. Oh my goodness. I think our army is probably good enough to beat his main army, but not with the T's in my army. GG well played's gonna have to be called. And there we go. 73 supply left. And we barely don't get the job done. Whew. I mean, I still think that our build worked. It's just, realistically, you know, I could have camped and maybe gone for like Banshee speed or something, but I really wanted to just go for the +3 Thor attack. Let's see if he had vision or if it was just a fortunate moment here. Kind of hard to tell. I think he probably did have vision, but I guess we'll see. Let's see. Oh no, he was actually just... Oh, he was just completely lucky to go for the bed. That hurts a little bit. Because I felt like we played really well up until this point. We had +3 armor Thors, which were not going to die. We were definitely going to win this army fight. No doubt about it. But Thors are just a little bit too slow. Maybe not the best map to play this on, actually. Because as you can see, you can go around pretty easily. Like, this is not a difficult path to take, right? Like, some maps really have, like, one lane in the middle, and then this would have been way better. But it is what it is. In my opinion, the upgrade rush still worked, but it is the first loss of the video. Let's go to game number 5. Okay, we have arrived at the 2v2 upgrade rushes, and the first one is going to be the Mutalisk upgrade rush. I don't actually remember exactly how I did this. I'm pretty sure it was just 2-base double spire, right? I think that's what it was. I remember it being quite strong. Not sure how good it is going to be on this map, though, because this map is pretty much the cheese map of the entire map pool, so that could be a little bit tricky. Now, let's see. This is probably okay. I'm trying to figure out what the easiest way is to stay safe. I think I'll just go for like 4 queens. Fast. So we don't die. And then I'll go into Mutas. And then what I can do is I can make a bunch of spines over here. And since we have a Zerg teammate called For the Swarm, so he's the essence of Zerg even, I can also spread creep. And no, don't worry guys, I'm not talking about spreading creep over the entire map. I'm talking about spreading creep here, so I can make spine crawlers in the wall, basically. Now, we're playing against Protoss Random. Yeah, Protoss Random. I'm happy they don't have a Zerg. At least they could, but not yet, right? They don't have a Zerg yet, to our knowledge. Because Zerg would be the trickiest for sure, because then they can attack very fast with a Link Flood. In the other matchups... excuse me. I should be able to get some spines up, at least, I think. Yes. At least I've been having some lags today, but not this time, luckily enough. Okay, let's see. Queen. I could also make a gas already. I think that's a good idea, actually, because I do want to go for a faster layer, right? Now, double spire is very expensive to afford. So I guess we'll see. I mean, these builds are always scary, no matter what. I have to do some trickery to make sure we live, and then... yeah, we just pray. And then once we get Mutas out, it's going to be very nice. Oh, by the way, that said about the early game, what I mentioned earlier, they do have a Zerg, unfortunately. It is nicer to not play against a Protoss. Like, it's nicer for the early game, but for the late game, it's not. Because they have the best counter to the Mutalisk, which is going to be the Phoenix, of course. So that is something to keep in mind. I might actually have to play Corruptors as well. Mutalisk Corruptor. That's a pretty decent composition. And then our teammate is going to have to 1v1 the Zerg pretty much if it gets to that stage. I'm kind of tempted to just fly across his main base, to be honest, get a little bit of information here. I think that will be nice. Oh, it's fast roaches. Okay. I mean, we'll see. Like, the thing is, I like strategies where we're, like, properly synced up. Like this, we can't sync up, right? Because there's no way I can get stuff out in time to help him with his early game roach attack. I guess, I mean, I can make spines to defend, like I mentioned. I don't really want to have to make spines early to defend at the same time. Actually, maybe I could make an Evo wall as well. Would that be smart? I think it is. It's just, I'm just not quite sure how my teammate's gonna fit in here. That is the problem, right? Like, sometimes you see a strategy that my teammate's doing, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is gonna be sick. But now, I am honestly not sure. Okay, so it is indeed a Stargate. Stargate's gonna be here instead of at the front. I guess I'll make some spores, right? I don't think I'm gonna have anything that can, you know, I can make more queens, for example, but I just don't think it's gonna finish in time. Especially because this one is making a lair right now. Oh, he was actually building something that I didn't see properly. That's my bad. No third yet from the Zerg is incredibly suspicious, by the way. So let's keep that one in mind. I guess I don't have money for the double spire yet, so make one first. Maybe I should make one first and then... Nah, I'll just go for the double right away. I was trying to do some rocket science here to figure stuff out, but I might as well just go for the instant double. Okay. No unit yet from the Zerg. That is pleasant to see. It kind of looks like he's playing Lair as well, but it's hard to tell, right? Let's see if I can scout that. Lair's already finished. Yeah, exactly. Okay. If it's Nidus, we're probably screwed. If it's not Nidus, we're probably chilling. That is, I think that's the situation right now. One more drone over here. I do need these gases as well. I didn't take them instantly because I was... Actually, should I... I don't think I have to wall because it's probably also Mutalisk, right? Please, please... Oh, 1 HP! Oh my goodness, the plot armor is back. Okay. Let me ping those for him. He's doing something a little bit suspicious, by the way, this Protoss, because he hasn't shown up with an Oracle yet, which is a little bit strange. I think I'll just keep making drones. We're gonna go for the corner bases. Oh, there's the Oracle, actually. He does see my... That's so... That must be such a funny thing to scout. Sees my corner bases. Of course he does. There's a couple of roaches over there. Yeah, once again, my teammate's gonna have to take care of this. Okay. Oh, he does stop my hidden expansion, unfortunately. And now he... Well, actually, I don't think he saw it in time. Okay, let me scout. Okay, there's a spire over here. This is going to be an interesting one. I don't think I have played double spire against single spire before. I think this is a new one for me as well, guys. Okay, so we're going to be able to take this base. That is great. Now, we are going to be down in Mutalisk count for a bit, so we do need to wait for the upgrades to pay off, right? Actually, I'm going to make spines after all, just in case. I feel like my teammate is a little bit behind against their Protoss, to be honest, because he didn't make stuff early. Okay, guy walks into my base. That's completely not dangerous at all because it's just a couple links. Don't want to lose the queen, though. See, a little bit of micro there will do the trick. I think I lost one drone. Yeah, that's not so bad. 2 drones, actually, maybe. Or I guess that one wasn't lost. It was just AFK. Okay, more oracles. Oof, I'm a little scared for this one. It's just definitely not going to be an easy one. That is the thing. Okay, Phoenix as well. Yeah, I'm going to play Mutas against Phoenix Muta, which obviously sounds horrible. But wait, he's doing the same thing. He's copying me. That is so funny. I bet he's never done that before in his life, unless he's a viewer. Unless he's a viewer. That's very possible, actually. That would be so funny. I mean, he went for the +1 into the 2-1 build, I guess, and I'm just straight up going for the double upgrades instantly. Now, I do want to saturate my next base. I don't need that many drones, actually. I mostly just need the gases. So I made 8 drones there. Oh, I forgot I had a creep tumor. Classic me, I guess. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I just need 8 drones there for the gases. 2 gases, 6 to saturate it. That is a painful stasis. Okay, let's see. Do I have my upgrades yet? I don't actually have my upgrades yet. Okay, the phoenixes are here. Yeah, I'm going to have to be careful here for sure. Maybe I can do some damage on this side. Actually, I'm going to make 8 drones for this base next. So I'm going to go up to 8 gases in total. Yeah, that sounds correct. Okay. Yeah, my teammate is definitely a little bit behind against them. I mean, he is going for the Hydralisks. My upgrades are finished now, so I can probably help a little bit. Let's see, he doesn't have upgrades yet, but yeah, the Phoenixes are also the problem, right? I can't kill 2 air armies by myself. That is a bit of a problem. Okay, no! Oh, man, he made extra links. That sucks. And now he could not have been paying attention. It's possible. Okay, then I'm just gonna take this one, and then I'll just rebuild the links over there. I think I might need a spore, actually, on that base on the left side. Okay. Now, who do I attack? This is a very funny situation here. I'm gonna have to go over there. I think somehow they realized this was there. I'm not quite sure how. Let's see, maybe I can jump on top of the Phoenixes. Okay, this is a really nice initial trade, actually. They took a lot of damage. Does he have upgrades yet? He does have 1 armor. And I'm gonna have to rebuild the drones for this one. Let's see, he's gonna fly away. That's kind of funny, actually. Okay, let's see, maybe I can kill the oracles, actually. No, barely not. Okay, I mean, the +1 attack should help me win this fight. Especially if the other things are not there. Let me build a couple spores here anyway. No. What the heck are you doing? Absolute psychopaths. 1 more drone, 2 more drones, actually. Okay, maybe a queen as well. I think that would be okay. I do now have 5 hatcheries. I did not manage to start my upgrades yet, unfortunately. So, there you go over there. Next rallies go here. Now we start +2 attack. And hoof. It's a game, guys. We have a game in our hands, that is for sure. 8 gases is going to be incredibly nice, but once again, we did take a couple of losses there, so I wasn't able, as you can see, to actually afford my Mutalisk for a while, so that is painful. Walks into another stasis ward, that is also not pleasant. Let's go for the +2 armor now. What can I do to help my ally? Honestly, I don't know. It's a very tricky game here, for sure. He had a bit of a tough start, and now we're kind of... Yeah, not the... Well, this is okay, actually, for me, because I can kill those relatively easily with my mutas. Like, keep in mind, I have the Eden base here as well, so that should be okay. Maybe I can run them around? Barely, maybe? Save 1? Hey, there we go. We saved 1. That's a queen. It's Burrow. No, I don't want Burrow. Why did I get Burrow? Okay, wait, how did he just get obliterated like that? He has only been making hydras against mutas. You can't be getting obliterated like that, my guy. Okay, I mean, I'm going to show up to help. My upgrades are still better. I mean, this fight is actually pretty okay for him in the end. I don't know where Mr. Protoss is, actually. This is a really confusing game. I mean, that's most of my games, probably, for you guys. But this is an incredibly confusing game, to say the least. Okay, you guys go here. I now have 8 gases saturated, almost. Then I might as well get this. I'm gonna make 1 spine over here, actually, because that's gonna, like, block off the zealot pathing when they get A moved, so that's a pretty decent idea. As you can tell, even though I've barely had minerals, the gas has still been the limiting factor for, like, all of this until now, right? Because oh god. Let's see, how many gas do I have? I think I'm actually gonna get to 10 gas. I might legit finally need to make some drones. I've only had, like, 24 drones mining minerals, and I've been able to afford all my stuff, which is freaking insane. Okay, so now they're probably going to find this base, if I had to guess. I mean, my Mutalisk count is actually getting very, very healthy here. I'm going to make 1 little wave of drones. I think that sounds alright. Let me ping it for him, because he's been getting absolutely ravaged by that. Yo, that Spore Crawler actually going to come into play. That's great. Let's see, he's going to lift drones over the Spore. This is kind of funny to watch, honestly. Maybe I can cut him off. I think we can. Let's see. I mean, killing all those yeah, it's gonna be delicious. Look at that. Every single one's gonna die instantly too. And now we can start torturing the Protoss player because he lost the Phoenix. Yeah, this is great. Okay, this is really nice. Like, every damage I can do also helps my teammate out a lot, because that means that he can start dominating the Protoss player, right? Which is exactly what we want. I don't think... Maybe I can kill those Templars actually real quick. There we go. Let's get rid of the Templars for him. I'll click on the other one as well. Yeah, that's gonna help him out so much. Now, what I'm gonna do... I don't want him to fight here. It's actually... It's a little bit of a struggle fight. I'm scared of the Zerg player, right? Like, the Zerg player should have 1 million mutas. Does he have upgrades? He does have better upgrades than me. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to leave you alone, my friend. If I stay there, we're both gonna die. And it's better if only you die. It sounds messed up, but you guys know I'm right, okay? You guys know I'm freaking right. Let's see. I'm gonna need the high for the 3-3 upgrades. So let's start working towards that. Still gonna have 8 gases. And now, most importantly, guys, we're gonna kill a very important base here by the Zerg, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna target the Spore Crawlers first, because Spore Crawlers are insane. There we go. That is a great lag timing. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Then we hold position these for a little bit. The Spore actually is like a freaking one-shot, by the way. That lags, yeah. It's probably just that guy's computer, by the way. It's not. I don't think it's really a big mystery. And because of this move, guys, we are going to find ourselves, I think, massively ahead of their Zerg player. Let's see. Dude, the Mutas actually killed it so freaking fast. Look at that. There we go. The Zerg player is now down to what is most likely... yeah, the same as me, 23 on minerals, right? Like, it's really not going to be spectacular for him. Now, I do think I'm ahead one upgrade, but he does have a pretty strong army, so I have to be careful here. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. There we go. A couple of corruptors right off the bat. That is great. And then we fly away, buy some time. We go back. Just a really big micro battle. The upgrades are actually identical here. Let's see if I can... Oh, nice. The corruptors are in the back. Look at this. Yeah, he was focusing at home. The corruptors are on the back, so we're going to get on top of the Mutalisk here. I think we can actually take this fight. It is impossible to tell how many units we have. Like, you just can't tell, right? Like, it's insane. Okay. I think he is barely winning. It's so hard to tell. Oh, my teammate showed up. That is beautiful. Look at this. Okay, a couple of Hydras to help. I got a couple more Mutas reinforcing as well, which is beautiful. And now we can just kite in. I'm going to go for it, and I think we're going to be able to win this fight. And we have already pretty much knocked the Zerg out of the game economically, which is massive. The Zerg now has no workers left. Now, I am also not really going to have workers left. So once again, we do need our teammate to show up a little bit here for us. I'm just going to keep injecting, then we're going to have to saturate the next base. Let me just make sure to kill what I can find here, right? Like, I don't want him to rebuild. This Zerg shouldn't be able to rebuild, but yeah, you never know. Now, my teammate does need to make a good army against what their Protoss has. Realistically, from what I've seen, the answer is probably either Banelings or Lurkers. I think he can just choose which one he wants to make. Hey, Mr. Jarhead is lagging a little bit again. That's all right. Happens to the best. Happens to me too. I've been complaining about it, in fact, so... Yeah, it's just him. Okay, let's make sure to kill this. Actually, I'll just kill the spores. I could make this complicated and micro, but I have so many mutas. Why would I even bother going around it? Okay, so he has to be really afraid of those. Those storms will absolutely kill his army. Do not walk through the storms. Trust me, bro. Okay, so since that guy is here with the mutas, I can actually go for the main base too, I think. Yeah, Quark has left the game. Mark Quark, am I right? So we're going to be able to kill that. Jarhead times GG as well. And we have done it. Oh my goodness. Look at the units lost. Okay, guys, we can confirm that I own the Mutalisk guy. That is fantastic. Love seeing that. 7,000 resources lost extra. That is 35 mutas more lost, basically. So that is very, very nice. And the strategy still works. And more importantly, this is just one of the most fun strategies you can do in SC2. Was this the best map for it? Absolutely not. The best map is a map where you can actually easily take hidden bases that are not extremely easily spotted by watchtowers. A map where you can actually take bases instead of having your natural be super, super exposed. But the strategy remains a lot of fun. You go for the double spire, you make mass mutas, you hide bases on the map, and you just send them everywhere. This game, extremely chaotic, extremely fun. Teammate had a rough start, but then he actually did come back, right? Going for the mass mutas, helped me against the mutas. Very good teammate, by the way. Like, maybe his build wasn't perfect, but he always helped me. So really shout out to For the Swarm. Guy was lagging a little bit, but I also think he played it pretty well with the storms. This guy matched me. All in all, a fantastic 2v2 game. Now let's go to game number 6, the Triple Forge Rush. All right, it's finally time for the legendary Triple Upgrade Rush. Now we're playing with a Barcode Zerg. Kind of looks like their brothers if you look at it like this. A Barcode Zerg, unranked, Kaczynski against the exact same with a Protoss Barcode on the other side. And it is a Protoss Zerg mirror. This could be challenging because we are not quite together on this map, right? Like, it really depends on how hard they're going to go for any kind of attack. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to wall the front. Hello. I'm always a little bit afraid of when I talk to barcodes. They feel so ominous, you know? They already feel like they don't want to talk to you. It's like someone having their headphones on IRL, you know? It's like... And then you want to ask them something, but then you feel bad about it. It's like... I don't know how I can possibly wall this off by myself, by the way. It's probably going to be like a partial wall off, I guess. Did indeed not answer me, but that's okay. Probably go for a scout, I think. Now, this build, I think I mentioned it before. I do remember this one quite well. I mean, it's not... a safe build still, you know? I mean, I'm gonna make triple forge. Like, how safe can it really be? So far, it's looked strong, but how safe can it really be, right? So I guess we'll see. Okay, send the probe down here. I'm really just gonna check if we're gonna get, like, a hardcore cheese or anything. I could technically make a forge for cannons and then just add the other 2 forges later as well. Now, this looks like a hatch first. It is indeed. Okay, here we go. It's actually going to be a pretty decently sized wall off still, eh? Not bad. Probably finishes all with a pylon or something. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. Okay, here we go. And then... Should I make the pylon already? I might as well. This is actually surprisingly wall-offable. This guy is... That is pretty late. Actually, it's normal. No, it's normal. Okay, look at this. Wow. Hey, the more you know, guys. You can actually wall this off by yourself. You leave one gap, which is normal. So you can just put a Protoss unit in the wall, right? Adept, whatever. And, or a Zealot even. And then you're going to be completely safe. Now, since they're not doing anything cheesy, I don't really have to put anything in the wall. I say very carefully. I think I can also just... I'm just going to go for the double Chrono boost. I'm going to make Warp Gate, of course. We're going to go for the double Chrono boost. See if we can get any damage done. And then we're going to go straight into that double forge. Do need to keep in mind that these rocks exist as well on this map. Zergling speed being built. Still mining more gas, by the way. That is always one of the suspicious things that you look out for. I think I'm going to make 1 sentry right away. I think that would be nice, actually. I could also make a Zealot, but I want to make my base first. As you can tell, I'm not even making probes. I just want to make my my Nexus, so it's not, like, too ridiculously late. I guess I could hide the triple forge. It is pretty nice on this map. I could just hide the triple forge over here. Look at this. Make it nicely tucked in between the bases. Protoss or a Zerg? I think I should probably go for Mr. Protoss, actually. That makes more... Oh, wait. He's attacking... Look at it. He's attacking the rocks! That's pretty funny. And now we're gonna finish, because the Protoss is a way more juicy target than Mr. Zerg. Yeah, it's gonna be very nice damage, actually. A crap ton of mining time as well. 3 probes. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Okay. So we have 1 sentry. I'm actually gonna make 1 Zealot for this. I guess I'll click my Stalker over there once it finishes. Then we're gonna go for... Does it fit, actually? Yeah, it fits, of course. We're gonna go for Twilight Council first. We get the charge. And then we should be chilling. Oh, still need to check this. I forgot about it. I'm just going to make a pylon there already because I've lost a couple games to it. I never want to lose a game because the freaking, you know, it's not walled off or like scouted or whatever again. Oh, that was annoying. Okay. Nidus network. Yeah, I mean, you can ping it all you want. You haven't communicated, so our strategies are not gonna sync up, I'm afraid. We're gonna kill that Overlord. But now, annoyingly for me, they're gonna scout my freaking Twilight Council. Yeah, that is not ideal, actually. I guess I can warp in a couple sentries. It's a little risky to make sentries, because that is gonna cost gas, of course, right? You can stay over here. So my teammate's gonna go for a Nidus. Why did I even make sentries instead of Stalkers? That's actually so dumb. Why did... Oops. Why did I do that? That should be fine, I think. Yeah, exactly. I actually had no idea why I did that. Okay, this is gonna be pretty nice. Not ideal that I started with that, but in the end it's gonna be okay. Warping some Adepts because they are pretty cheap. I just wanna not be scouted by the Overlord when I go triple forge. Yeah, here we go. I think he might have just F2'd out. I think that's what he tried. Let's do the same force field again. Nice, there we go. Okay. Now, the scout has been stopped. We can finally make our triple forge. Okay, that was very chaotic. My teammate's gonna do an amazing amount of damage already, by the way. But once again, did not communicate with me in advance, so I didn't really know he was gonna go for any kind of attack. His strategy is very cool on this map, by the way. Just want to point that out. Like, this is really good map to do that kind of stuff on, because the Overlord here, like an Overseer between here, gets you units in multiple bases, which is really, really, really nice. And I'm just gonna go for a 3rd base behind it, because this is what I was doing all along. Oh, he does have something over here. Let's see, any drones? Couple drones, actually. Let's take care of those real quick. There we go. Good amount of damage. Probably go for the Zerg here, because he must be busy with my teammate just Nidusing him. Here we go, and we get the triple forge upgrades going. Beautiful. Man, this is actually a sick combo. You know, I didn't think about this before, but my teammate can go for such a hardcore Nidus. Yeah, I mean, I would... Oh, the Queen is low HP. He can go for such a hardcore Nidus. Well, I just go for Adepts and shade them into their bed. That's actually the sickest combo ever, to be honest. Because that must be so hard to deal with, right? Oh, he does have Blink Stalkers. Okay. Now, that guy left. Keep in mind that my teammate... I mean, I wouldn't say he was all in, but it, you know, close enough, right? Like, he obviously committed a lot to this. That Protoss is going to be relatively intact. He's going to kill... That's a really nice blink. Going to kill every single unit over there. So, this is... Even though the guy left because he was a little bit upset at Spaghetti, once again, understandably so, that does not mean that the game is actually over here. So, let's be careful. Like, he could be... He's basically a 5-base Protoss right now. If he rebuilds drone... Okay, the Zerg lost a lot of drones, so he's probably going to be more like a 4-base Protoss. I mean, I'm just having the time of my life. I mean, my teammate did a cool build. Actually, very nice build on this map. I'm going to keep that one in mind for maybe another time. And I just get to make triple upgrades. That's pretty much exactly how this game is going so far. He's still Nidusing. At this point, he probably could chill on the Niduses, right? Because it's... I mean, it's just, yeah, a Protoss player with 10 Blink Stalkers. You can't really do much about it. Okay, so there's a Prism. I could actually decide to go for a counter-attack as well. That wouldn't be so crazy. Okay, so let's get these upgrades going. Oh, I didn't mess something up there. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm gonna go for the Nexus over here in the meantime. Yeah, I think a counterattack would be a decent idea, actually. Because that's gonna keep him at home, right? Let's see, I see the Warp Prism. The guy is, he's good at communicating in his own way, you know? He did not tell me about his strategy, did not answer my hello or anything like that, but he pings. That is for sure. And look, yeah, exactly. Now they're gonna come back. This is exactly what you want. There we go. And then what you can do is you can make some hallucinated phoenixes to get the confirmation on exactly where the units are. And you just happily keep warping in zealots. This is just, I feel like at this point, this kind of game, even if they were like both in the game, is just unplayable for them. If you have a guy with highly upgraded zealots, just going to send him in every base. At the same time, you have a dude making Niduses in every single base. Like, it's just not fair, you know? It's absolutely not fair. Now, I do think I want to keep these zealots at home, actually. Let's get one more warp in over here. Get a Chrono boost on these. Then I'm going to A-move over here. Well, A-moving the front. Niduses are in the main. Or in the natural, rather. These are 1-1-1 against 0 upgraded Stalkers, by the way. So they're also going to be stronger than he is expecting. Should be able to clear them out, of course, with that amount of Stalkers. But it's never going to be a pleasant fight for him. I could use a couple more gateways, actually, already. There we go. Now we're over here. A-moving Zealots on this side. This teammate, honestly... Really good build, eh? Like, my Triple Forge barely really came into play here. Obviously, I love my Triple Forge, as you guys know. But really good build by my teammate. Like, this was an insane link-up. Also, we discovered a couple cool things this game. You can wall this off by yourself with Protoss. So if you can, you definitely should. Because look at this. You wall this off. You have 1, 2, 3... 4, 5 bases behind the wall. It's actually an incredibly good wall. And then you can simply kill these rocks and enable all these bases to you and your team. Maybe even this one. Though this one is obviously always going to be more in question. But yeah, very cool build. Love what I saw from my teammate as well. Roach Knight on this map seems like a very cool strategy. Mostly because you can just AFK an Overseer over here. Pro tip for people that like using the all-army hotkey. You can put the Overseer on the... whatever that mode is called, the AFK mode, spectator mode, gives it a little more vision, and then you don't F2 it away, and then you can Nidus here and there, and I can shade the depths in the front. This was a very awesome link-up, really enjoyed this. Now let's go to the final game, the Sky Terran Upgrade Rush. Okay, the final game of the day is once again with Barcode Zerg. We're playing against McDonald's, who is a popular on the 2v2 channel as well. And we're playing against another... You're not standard. We're playing against another Barcode. Okay, so I imagine that the random guy is the Protoss guy from last game. Wait, these guys are actually brothers? Be kind. Wait, these guys... I feel like these guys should be playing together, no? Facts. I am uThermal play. I'm not sure if that means that he knows I'm uThermal or that I just play like him. Alright, now all of a sudden they're chatty. Actually, I played another game in between where I was teamed up with the Protoss Barcode, but it's such a laggy day for some reason that my opponents disconnected. So, you know, there was nothing ended up happening, unfortunately. It's a very, very laggy day somehow. I think we've had 4 players lag already. Maru? I'm sorry, man.
Not enough minerals.
Cheryl all day. Followed by me. Just kidding. Don't actually think that, guys. I'm a big fan of Hero as well, by the way, for the esports fans. Hero, currently, I would say the #1 Protoss. I mean, it kind of switches back and forth between classic Hero and Max Packs, but I think Hero is currently #1. But he also plays the most fun StarCraft. He is like legit the only super high tier pro that plays a little psycho, you know? They all play extremely normal stuff. I love Sarah, I love Clem, they're my friends, but I don't watch that many games of them, if I'm honest, because they just kind of... They do the same thing, but just extremely well, and it doesn't you know, doesn't interest me that much. But Hero actually plays like a psychopath a lot of the time. And then that's what I like to see, you know? It's actually the most Clemens Hero games I watch these days are when they play against Hero, because it's just a lot of fun. Watching the Psychoness go up against the rocks, you know? The solid rocks. Now we're playing, what was it? Random Terran. Yeah, okay. We're playing, it's a pretty high level lobby here actually. I know McDonald's has been powerful against me before. I think in fact he has beaten my Reaper before. And now I'm gonna have to do it on ping. So that is potentially gonna be a little painful. I don't know exactly how I want to do this yet. Oh, I didn't even realize it's double Terran. Oh, that is annoying. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lose my SCV for sure. I just need to make sure that I don't die, I guess. Besides that, there's nothing much I can really do about it. He just grenaded his teammate. That's kind of funny. Okay, hey, this looks like a pretty decent fight, actually. Look at that. Okay, Mr. Zerg showing up big time. We should be able to get both of those. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you escape, my friend. That is not what I was planning to do. Nice. Thanks. I think I can type there safely because this Reaper is cooked anyway. Now, what am I gonna do after this? That is the question. Obviously, I'm gonna rush upgrades, but how, right? I think I'll make an instant armory. Make Hellions, that would be okay. Oh, it's multi-reaction Reaper, or just... I mean, I really wouldn't mind this because that means that my Zerg teammate is just gonna be having the time of his life, right? Can't really do anything against the Zerg. Especially since they've already lost the Reapers. Oh, I mishotkeyed my factory. That's why everything was so awkward. Okay. So, Purple Terran is in a... Why is he scouting me? I was like, oh no, my upgrade rush is getting scouted. But no, it's my teammate scouting me. Okay, that's a new one. Haven't seen that one before. Okay, let's go for a little bit of scouting here ourselves. I'm gonna make Hellions. I'm gonna make Banshees. I'm gonna rush Armor. Now, against Double Terran, this is going to be hard. We did win one game with the Sky Terran Rush against Double Terran. I remember that. I'm pretty sure what happened is that I made planetaries at the front that kept us safe. I think that was the main factor there. And then I got into BCs eventually. It's going to go for Niduses again. Okay. Yeah, what is what it is. I mean, it was a really good build last game. Probably going to be a good build again, albeit they do have 2 Terrans. I'm doing a pretty nice job here for him, actually distracting him. That starport has no add-on on it. Let's see if I can scout the second guy as well. There's a tank out there. Let me ping that for him so he knows. That means he probably cannot put the Nidus over here. I mean, he could, but it's a little risky, right? So we'll see. He's going to put one over here. I distract so he can go in. Let's see. That is the play. Okay, now we can put out the Nidus with that Overlord, I think. Let's see if I can find anything. Oh, this is actually a really nice distraction. Put out the Nidus, bro. This is perfect. We're actually peaking right now in terms of team strategy. Does he not have money for it? Yo, I'm doing everything. Where's the Nidus, man? There it is. Okay, I like... These Hellions are now gonna die. I kept them around for so long just to help him with that. Okay, I mean, it better still go freaking up. Looks like it is gonna go up. Now, I'm not 100% convinced that this is gonna work as well as the other game. I mean, this Terran doesn't have anything. This Terran can't do anything against the Nidus. The problem is, the other Terran has Marine Tank. And that all of a sudden is very good against it, so... It's gonna... Penguin Brother? No, it's a medevac. Wait, he made a medevac and a Viking. That's kind of funny. I was gonna say, are there freaking Penguin Brothers out here, guys? That would be delicious, but no. Okay. Now I'm gonna take some hidden expansions, I think. I feel like that would be a nice play together with this. And then we're gonna go with the Banshees. Double Armory is nicely on the way. Gonna get a couple turrets out here against drops. I think that would be smart. Because I don't really have units, to be fair, so... Okay. So he's buying a really good amount of time. He can't go deeper because there's a tank over there. There's a tank most likely over here as well. So he's doing what he can, which is very, very nice. Should I get building armor? I don't think yet. I'm gonna go for my 2-1 first. What is... Oh, that is annoying, actually. Can I make an overshare for that? I'll just... yeah. I mean, I can't do anything against it for now, but that's okay. Let me make a thingy over here. You need to realize that it's going on at home. I'm trying to help him with his Nidus. Barely too late to keep that up. He just scanned even though his units were... That's a classic, by the way. Scanning when the units are already dead. He's also... Wait, he's playing double armor, but he's playing ground mech instead. That's kind of funny. Okay, there's multiple Banshees out. This is a very... weird game because we're doing something very similar. Okay, so this guy died because his units had to move. Now I'm going to be able to go for more starports. I mean, these things... Okay, he got the scan there. Maybe I can... Okay, barely not, I think. Oh, there's a weird bug with the Cyclone lock-on, by the way. I'm not quite sure if you guys have ever noticed that, but if the Cyclone locks on, it still kills your unit if it loses detection, it seems like. I've had it happen to me a couple times, like both as the beneficiary, is that the right word? The benefactor, maybe? And the person that suffers from it. Like that one of those Banshees, I feel like very clearly was out of detection range already. Now this is, I don't know how we're looking actually, because... Wait, is that that's misplaced? I think, yeah, it is. I lost a good amount of stuff. My build was also not efficient, of course, right? Then my teammate did a lot of damage, but he also lost a decent amount of stuff. I am not entirely sure. I feel like McDonald's probably... Actually, I'm gonna make a run for it, I think, real quick, because I don't think they have units right here. I'm pretty sure they lost both of their thingies. Now, do I already go for the fusion core? I don't think I can, actually. Mostly for the reason that my opponent is playing mech, which is a little painful. I should probably get the planetary upgrades, right? The armor and the range. Okay, I should have probably checked that watchtower. I have one Viking that I can send, actually. Oh, the Cyclones are there. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, it's a tough game here, honestly, guys. I think it's going to be pretty tough, not going to lie. Teammate did a good amount of damage, but with the Cyclones, it's going to be pretty hard to do something against. Let's see. I can actually send the Viking in the base. I don't think I want to send it yet. I'm just going to wait for the Cyclones to leave. I'm going to keep this guy over here, and now we're going to go back in and torture this guy some more. Liberators also have an anti-air attack, but it's terrible, so we don't have to worry about it. Very simply put. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a... Well played, well played. I did not see those. I'll be honest. I did not see them. Okay, look, look at the anti-air of the Liberator. This is so funny. I think my Viking would have actually killed one of the Libs before dying if he didn't micro it. Like, that was about to be crazy. I'm going to try to take this base, actually. Okay, maybe I can use the scan. Where are my Banshees? Oh, they're right there. That's a bit annoying. I don't know if he has a scan left. I can YOLO it. I think he's probably running because he doesn't have one. That's what I think. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, he actually didn't have one. That's beautiful. Look at that. 5 Cyclones, baby. This is why you get the Banshee speed, by the way, guys. It makes it so that you can actually catch the Cyclones, right? Cyclones can't run away. Even if you have a scan, if you have like the even number, you're still going to be winning there. So now I need a base at home, so I could also run these across. I did just kill... I think I'm actually going to YOLO it. Why not? Here we go. You guys go over there. Actually, I'll keep a couple more at home. Okay, now I get these homies repaired, and now it's time for the legendary fusion core, I want to say. I hope my teammate is transitioning, and it seems like he is doing just that, so that is very nice and comfy. Getting those Cyclones super, super good for us, by the way. Let's use my couple Hellions to get the watchtowers, and then I'm going to need to get some bases closer to my base, so I can actually transfer the SCVs. Make a couple more over here. What the hell is happening here? What is this? What the heck? Okay, I mean, cool. I mean, obviously, that's his base to take. Actually, he took multiple bases at once. Let's see. Do we have Liberators? Probably kill those. Oh, how did they shoot me in time? That's kind of surprising. Really kill all of them, actually. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Okay. There's a couple Cyclones, but not that many. Now, this is really mostly just a time-buying mission over here. There we go. The Vikings are going to kill me eventually. It does have a turret over there. Liberators are going to be able to clean these up because they are clumped up and I didn't have anywhere to go. And now it is time for battle cruisers. I'm going to take a planetary over here because why not? I did do a lot of damage to green as well. I feel like green is in a bit of trouble. One of my Banshees is dying. I don't even know where it was. Now we're going to send... oh, guys, I freaking... Oh, God. You guys probably realize that all the time, right? I got +2 ground attack. Oh no. That is so important for the BCs as well. God, it's just one of those absolutely mega chaotic game days, I guess. Oh my goodness, that sucks for me. It is what it is. What can we do? I mean, I do have the +3 armor, which is honestly arguably more important. Okay, arguably, I say. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna win! I'm gonna win the planetary battle, I think. Look at what the heck is going on in this game, guys. Why am I? No. Okay, let me target that. I need to target that right away. I'm gonna kill a lot of SCVs for this, by the way. Let me target it. Look at this. This planetary is actually gonna be MVP. Look at how many things I'm killing. What the heck? Wait, could I? Maybe I could have actually sent a couple SCVs to save that myself. I mean, it's really... Oh, no, actually, the Liberators are there, of course. I was gonna say, even then, it really would not be worth it because it's like... that base is just gonna die anyway the moment that Mr. Purple decides to send his units there. Hey, that was actually such a god tier planetary. How many workers I just killed is kind of crazy. He moved away. Maybe I can... There we go. Okay, we found the position. That is nice. Now, I can't really YOLO teleport my battle cruisers across. I'm going to try to take this base now, because why not? I'm not going to teleport them across because they will die to the cyclones. If I find an opportunity, I will. Oh, that is so nice. Wait a second. I think the opportunity might be arising, actually. Look at this. Liberators against BCs are disgusting. Like, this is... You might as well siege them. +3 armor PCs? Look at the damage this is taking. It's actually 1 per shot. Now, if I had my freaking +2 attack, this would be much easier, but I don't. But oh my goodness, that is still absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Is it taking... Can you guys tell it's taking damage? That is a 6 armor battlecruiser. Battlecruisers have 3 armor by default. Can't carry the 0 APM brain dead. I mean... Honestly... Purple is probably a better player, my guy. I don't want to be too vicious, but Purple is very likely a better player here, just saying. Let's see. I'll give him a What does he have? That's a lot of Vikings. I think I have had enough of being passive, so I'm just gonna do this. He's team killing me. I know you're better, McDonald's. Let's... Don't worry about it. Let's give him some support. Let's give one of the 2v2 guys some support. Okay, one of the very rare people that has beaten me in a Reaper match. Yeah, I mean, this I'm telling you guys, barcodes are just you can't trust barcodes, man. I would like my barcode team. It has been good, but imagine if my game didn't go well. Like, what would my barcode say against me? You know. He says easy. This guy is an extreme weirdo, by the way. And there you go. The upgrade rush works again, even though I forgot half the upgrade. That's how good it is. I can't... this is... So far, I'm pretty sure... I bet it just jumped into your mind instantly for a bunch of you guys. So far, this happens very often to me when I play Zerg. I always get freaking... armor instead of ranged attack or something. I don't even remember which one I confused, but I always get the wrong Zerg upgrades because they're, you know, 3 on the same Evo. With E-base or Forges, you don't really have that problem. But now, I think for the first time, I actually got freaking ground attack for my BCs. But still, the fight here, absolutely hilarious, right? Like, barely took any damage. As you can see, this is what you get when you upgrade armor, guys. Look at my units lost compared to the rest. Like, it's just insane. My eco was also by far the best. I have freaking 12 gases or something ridiculous. And that's going to be it for the upgrade rush video. I believe we went 6-1. I still think that every single upgrade rush worked, every single 7 of them, even though one of the games was a loss, of course, and this is why this is one of the most legendary strategies, and probably the most legendary strategies of 2026 for me so far. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. I'll probably do even more of these because it just never gets old, so don't worry about it. But if you guys had a fantastic time, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.